To be financially successful, you must achieve financial power, which simply means taking charge of your financial situation. In order to do so, you'll need to put your money to work for you rather than waste it. And to help you do that today, I'm going to share with you the 11 best kept secrets to becoming wealthy.
Welcome to Billionista. If you love videos about luxury living, please subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a video. And don't forget to like and share too.
Number 1. Wealthy people constantly reevaluate themselves. A simple method is used by the majority of individuals to assess how their life is going. For the most part, that's how people take a look at the big picture of their lives. People who are wealthy and successful have a different approach. They categorize their lives into 5 broad categories: health, intellect, money, emotions, and relationships. They do this both individually and at a group level, where the group may be their family, friends, or colleagues. They take the time to see where they fall on each of these dimensions. How can you decide where to put your efforts if you don't know exactly how well you're doing in each of every category? Most people in society believe their lives will somehow magically improve. At the end of each quarter, wealthy and successful people take an assessment of their lives. That's why companies also disclose quarterly results. It gives you the flexibility to make quick adjustments to your strategy. Number 2. The wealthy focus on one objective at a time. Someone once elevated the concept of multitasking, and the rest of the world took it to be something of the gods. When firms decided to use the same person for many tasks rather than hiring more staff, it was a blatant gimmick to boost revenues. Only employees do multitasking. Those who are wealthy and successful focus their efforts on a single aim for each area of their lives. Jeff Bezos made it his life's mission to build Amazon, the world's most popular online retail store. That was the sole objective. In actuality, all of Elon Musk's firms are working toward the same goal: making human life more sustainable over the long term. You may assume this makes Elon a multitasking prodigy, but he's really just chasing one single goal. Every new business he starts is a stepping stone toward achieving this larger aim. And once it is up and running, other people are given the responsibility of making the smaller business financially viable. There is a direct correlation between how many things you do and the quality of the end result. Number 3. The wealthy play a long-term game. Shortly, in the mind of the average person, is defined as within 2 to 3 weeks. For the wealthy, the term shortly refers to the time frame of the next 10 years or so. Average people think cheaply means not spending money, whereas the rich think cheaply means not having to sell all of their working hours for one day's wages. People on the average don't want to give up anything in order to obtain something in return, while those who have more money know exactly what sacrifices are necessary to reach their goals. Every daily decision you make has long-term consequences. Investing in and reading a book now could change your life for the better. Those who are poor focus on making quick gains in life, while those who are rich want to win it all in the end. Number 4. The wealthy set goals in a unique way that allows them to achieve them. Everyone who achieves success in life has a unique method of creating goals. In order to achieve their long-term goals, they create what is known as goal pyramids, in which the primary goal stands at the top and everything else is divided down into smaller supporting goals. To avoid procrastination, you need an effective schedule that helps you get the most important tasks done fast and without a lot of effort. Most people aren't familiar with the domino approach, which may be used to create stepping stones that lead to greater and better things. But before we move on to the next part, I just want to ask you guys which secret has caught your attention so far. Let us know in the comment section below because I want to hear from my viewers and get that conversation going. And now, back to the video. Number 5. The wealthy don't quit until they get what they want. Most people never even try. In the rest, a large number of people try a little, then give up because they realize it's too difficult. One of the reasons why the wealthy are referred to as the 1% is due to the fact that the vast majority of people are unable to accomplish what they do. Persevere. How can you quit after a year, 2 years, or even 5 years if this is the life you selected for yourself? If this is what you want and you believe it will benefit you and the people you care about in the long run, then keep going. Find a way to get through that grittier parts of the journey and keep moving forward. Do not give up as long as you have air in your lungs. Number 6. The wealthy invest first and spend the interest. In our adventure, we learned one of the most important financial hacks, and it has paid us tremendously. Consider taking a vacation or purchasing a high-priced item. Prior to making a purchase, you must first invest a significant sum of money in order to see a return on your investment. In general, if you can't afford to invest in a product that pays for itself through interest, you can't buy it. Buying a rental property first and using the rent to pay for the lease on a new car is a basic example. As a result of this paradigm shift, you will be able to expand your money endlessly through the use of separate portfolios for your splurges. Number 7. The wealthy negotiate absolutely everything. This is one reason why some people have the misconception that wealthy people are cheap. They are constantly haggling over things wherever they go. Why? Because the additional 10 to 15% that they negotiate is allowed to be reinvested in the stocks that we discussed earlier. Even while 10% might not seem like much, if you take into account the fact that it adds up over extended periods of time, you might be leaving a significant amount of money on the table. This is especially true if you can get a good deal on major items. If you're going to make money in real estate, you're going to have to buy the property. You're just gambling if you think prices will rise. However, if you can buy something at a discount, you're bringing immediate wealth into your life. Number 8. The wealthy develop good judgment over years of trial and error. Your life will be made or lost based on your capacity to acquire sound judgment. The success of people like Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, and Bill Gates can be attributed to their ability to make sound decisions. The more money you have, the more important it is to have sound judgment. If you're an expert at making decisions, people will put their trust in you to handle their finances. The whole hedge fund industry operates in this manner. Those who have good judgment are respected by others and are elevated to positions of influence. Choosing the right life partner, quitting your job and starting a business, choosing your friends, or making an investment or not are just a few examples that rely on decisions but carry outcomes over decades. If you can improve your decision-making process by just 5% each year, you will get everything you want in life in less than 10 years. Number 9. The money is there to buy you time so you can think. As a wealthy person, you have to make time for self-reflection a priority in order to achieve your goals. When it comes to making big decisions, their decision-making abilities and the potential consequences are so high that they need to take it very seriously. After a long day at work, the average person comes home and immediately turns on Netflix, food, sports, or video games to unwind. People that are successful put in the time and effort to succeed so that they can focus on the future and plan for it. Our minds are constantly on the future, which is why we're all so worried. What you've been looking for is right here. If the mind is preoccupied with anything else, it cannot produce new value. Almost no one takes their thoughts seriously because a single idea or decision we come up with while traveling could be worth millions of dollars when we return. We spend a lot of money to get as far away from our work as possible. That's why you see so many wealthy individuals splurging on expensive hotels in isolated locations. They're not paying for the hotel buffet. They're paying for the freedom to think. Number 10. Every single day they do something that gets them closer to their goals. It's not enough just not to give up. We've used this analogy before, but it's so fantastic that we'd want to use it once more. You don't begin by building a wall. To get started, all you need is a single brick. A brick can be set correctly if you pick it up and put it in the right spot. Take another brick and repeat the process the next day after day, brick by brick. You know where the final wall will go and how it will look. But your efforts are focused solely on the brick. When you take a step back, you'll see that the wall you set out to construct is complete. The everyday brick is what makes successful people successful. Number 11. The wealthy study other successful people and steal skill sets and know-how. If someone has done it before, it shows that it is possible to achieve. Once upon a time, despite the widespread belief that running a 4-minute mile was an impossibility, no one had ever succeeded. Finally, a young man named Roger Bannister steps up and accomplishes the feat. In awe, the entire world stood still. This person just did what they thought was impossible. Many more runners followed suit in the following years, eventually breaking the 4-minute mile. It was an insurmountable psychological obstacle that had to be broken through by someone. In the same manner that these runners looked at Roger breaking the record, we look at other successful people the same way. For the first time, we know it's a possibility, but it's up to each of us to put in the effort and decipher how he achieved that level of performance. So Billionistas, which secrets interest you the most? Let me know in the comments. That's it for this time. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.